Hey yo,
What up?
hey
What up?
yo.
What's up, fellas?
What up,
What's
the wild?
going on? That's our thing. It's gonna be in honor of Scott Hall. I'm opening it up with a hey yo.
Hey, yo.
It's all about the bad guy.
That's
The
right.
bad guy.
Yeah, what up, fellas?
What's going on, guys? We're here. We got the Coastal Bros and the Dolfan Show.
Yeah.
Wild Man is on the road.
Look at
On
Wild
the
Man is in
road.
the building.
On the
What's up,
building,
Wild
in the
Man?
car.
What's up?
Nice to finally meet you, wild man.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
All right.
All right, what are we getting into?
Let's see. Let's get this going real quick. I'm gonna quickly talk about. Look, we got a lot of NFL, but I want to talk a little bit because I heard you guys' NFL show pretty good. Congratulations, you guys did a good job on in the mic on Sunday. But right now, let's talk a little bit of baseball. Baseball's back. Spring training is going to be tomorrow, the 17th. So if you're listening on the podcast version, later on today, baseball spring training is finally kicking off. Man, there's a lot of trades, a lot of people. It was going crazy. The minute the CBA closed and they're going to expand the postseason to 12 now, no more second runner at second base anymore in the start of the second extra innings. They got a draft lottery now, and I guess the biggest thing is now DH. The whole league now it's all DHing. No more pitchers are not going to be hitting anymore, so no more pitchers. So that means a lot of guys are going to be coming out and not retiring. People on the phone with Albert Pujols, and people are loading up with bats because they're like, guess what? There's now I can load up my team 9 strong hitters with no holes in it. And also the biggest thing I saw, and I noticed because it's like for Dodger fans and for like the Rays fans out here, you cannot send anybody. You can only got 5 people you can send up and down. You cannot do it throughout the year and just like, man, moving around. So, let's talk a little bit of baseball, then we'll get into some football. What you guys think of the new CBAs? You guys like these rules? DHing and stuff?
Who's going first?
Go ahead,
Please.
SoCal.
All right, so I mean, I'm not a huge fan of some of these rules just because when it comes to baseball, I'm an originalist. So I saw that they can't bunt anymore, which I'm not a fan of that. The bases are bigger.
You can't bunt anymore.
Can't bunt anymore, buddy. The bunting
What?
is over. Cannot bunt in baseball
that's
anymore.
Listen, that's not true, and I don't think the word originalist is a word either.
Hey, SoCal creates new words all the time. Don't you read my Twitter feed?
Listen, I haven't followed baseball at all the past few weeks, but I sure as hell know you could still bunt.
No, it's actually 100% true. You cannot bunt in baseball anymore.
There's no way.
Yes, it's.
You're taking like a strategy out for pushing runs forward. How does that?
Because what they're trying to do is speed up the game of baseball. People are turned off. Hold on. People are turned off by baseball. This is the word. It is true. People are turned off by baseball because they say it's too slow of a game, and the MLB is trying to speed up the game. So they're taking things out of the game that slow it down and create strategy. They want baseball hitters to be able to hit home runs all day long. They basically want the home run derby because that's what brings in the fans and that's what brings in the revenue. They're trying to create that in the MLB.
Could somebody please confirm there's no more bunting in baseball? There's no way.
Hold on 1 second. Before we do that, let's bring on Big Boy. He's
Big Boy.
Boy's in the building.
Big Money. What's up, Money?
In the building. Feels good.
So I pulled up here and it says general gameplay rules right now. For the 2022 season, the National League will adopt the designated hitter. For the 2023 season, there will now be a pitch clock. There will be a ban on defensive shifts, and an automatic ball and strike zone will exist, and there will be larger bases. So I haven't seen anything about bunting yet.
Oh wait, an automatic strike zone? So no more referee calling that?
It's more going to be a general. They're still going to use umpires, but it's going to be a general.
Yeah, because every umpire has a bit of a set way they have it for themselves.
That part, I think they should just leave. As we see it on TV, that's the way they should kind of call it. That little edged out box that we get, and every time we get PO'd, every time we watch on TV, and that ball floats right outside, and then the umpire goes, be like, no, bring that back, buddy. No, sorry.
Right there, boys. MLB, and the MLPA in new CBA have banned bunting.
Okay, I just have one question, and this will be real quick for Big Chief. This will be real quick for Big Chief in SoCal. Is there a blue check mark next to that story?
New York Times Sports
banned bunting. There's no way.
New York Times Sports.
Okay, yeah, but
I don't even have to read it.
Is it a blue check mark?
I'm about to see that article.
I'm sending it to you right now.
SoCal, I want to bet on this.
Okay, what are we betting, Wild Man?
Okay, you tell me.
No, Wild Man's.
We're green lighting already.
Wild Man,
Big boy, we green light.
That's what I heard.
There's no way they banned bunting.
I got no bunting. Tom Lasorda's rolling over in his grave.
That's how you start the show. Or what was your word? Organizist. What was that?
Organizational.
There's also going to be a 12-team postseason. There will be no men on second. Like I said.
Am I still on here? Because I got a call. I'm still.
Yeah, you're here. You're here.
Yeah.
And then the 2023 schedule will be more balanced, and teams will at least one series every opponent in both leagues. But the thing I like is the 12. So they're expanding their playoffs. So it's gonna be great now because now you're gonna get two guys. I think you can get buys now, just like the NFL. You're gonna have bye weeks for the top player teams, and we're gonna go back into a series. So now September and actually August baseball actually means something. But it's also so does April. April means a lot of stuff. So we'll bring Wallman back in a minute. But yeah. Also, real quick, free agency wise,
Bryant is a Colorado Rocky. Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
Hey, I got
that's
ears.
A good signing.
Hey, Wallace, I got ears.
Sorry, man. That's a great signing for Colorado, even though I don't like it.
Your mic is on fleek right now, bro.
Okay, so check this out,
bro. I'm excited.
I don't like Chris Bryant going to the Rockies because I think as much as I understand it, I don't like it because I think he fit well in San Francisco, and I agree. Free Freddie Freeman. Has anybody seen Freddie Freeman? I've been on this Twitter game for like the last month, I think it is, and there is no Freddie Freeman news. It's I hear between the Blue Jays, the Dodgers, now the Red Sox are in it. So
yeah, both my teams, man, are in that Freddie Freeman race.
But also, right before I got on, I did find out, and Joey Wallace, you heard, Jock Peterson is now a San Francisco Giant. Signed a
I'm not with that
$6 million contract with the hated ones, the Giants. Hey, what's going on, Miss Kitty?
Hey, what up?
So, but there's still a lot of guys out there, a lot of free agency, a lot of signings, a lot of trades. Oakland A's are just getting rid of everybody. So
everybody,
it's a dumpster fire over there.
Hey, we're not a dumpster fire. We're rebuilding through everybody else's.
Yeah. Hey, Wild Man, I just want to tell you something. I read that article and it's from a spoof thing, so I got caught.
Oh, what a shock!
Man. So there was no blue check mark. Is that what you're telling me?
It says on where I clicked on the article because I looked at it the other day. I clicked on it. Hey, hold on. It actually says a satire site, which I didn't check in. Hey, at least I could be a man and admit my wrongs, man. If I mess up, I'm going to come to you and say, hey, you know what? I messed up.
Yeah, because I was shocked too.
This
is did you see it? I sent it to you, Daniel. Did you see it?
I have it. Yes, I have it right here.
Well, Sports Illustrated has also connected, let's see, Freddie Freeman to Dodgers and Yankees as of 4 hours ago.
Well, I don't see the Yankees getting them because they just signed Rizzo.
Yeah,
so they
I think they got everybody but Jesus, so we could go ahead and let the Dodgers do
How's the pitching looking?
I'm gonna say this right now as a Blue Jay fan. Blue Jays are loaded up and people aren't even paying attention. They are getting ready to go on a run, dude.
Blue Jays they just signed John Gray to a 4-year contract, and then I think they got a couple other guys. They made a big splash with getting the guy from Oakland. Okay, and then they got another pitcher
from the Mariners.
From the Mariners, Yishi. I
can't even pronounce his name either. Yeah, but I've
yeah.
been watching him at the training facility. Man, this dude's throwing heaters. He's got a whole crowd around him watching him. I'm excited for that.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly. And then we got the Mets. They got before the lockout, they got Matt Scherzer. Corey Seager went to the Texas Rangers. Javi Baez went to the Tigers. Before and the big shocker is like Nelson Cruz going into 1 year, $15 million to play with the Nationals because of this DH rule. Like I'm ready for where's Albert Pujols? Does he sign with the Dodgers? Does he go somewhere in the East Coast? Does he go back home to St. Louis just to be like, hey, come on down?
He's the wild card that everybody is wondering about, I think, besides Freddie Freeman, or where he's going to go because of that DH bat.
Yes,
because I mean, a lot of teams that don't need a first baseman just need a bat. Now you can sign him and not worry about putting him in as a position player.
Well, the bottom line with the DH is now a lot of guys are going to make a lot more money for a lot longer.
Absolutely,
he's got a good point. Yeah, go ahead, Wildman, do your thing.
Yeah.
So
hey, you see how he corrects me? That's why we call him the Wild Man.
Yeah.
No,
trust me.
Somebody's got to keep SoCal in check.
I jump in when I think you're about to bury yourself.
It's all right. I don't mind.
So
he's doing Jesus' work with SoCal.
So they also MLB is doing a top 10 right now, and they've came out with their first basemen and their second basemen. I posted it on the Twitter. Freddie Freeman leads the top 10 of first basemen all right now. Your boy Vlad Guerrero is actually second SoCal. Yeah. And in the shortstop, Sterling Marte, Marcus Sheehan, and Chris Taylor actually just top 10 in the baseball right now. I believe they're going to be doing every position. So check it out on Twitter. I'll be posting the top 10 list every time I see it out there. But
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
SoCal.
Yo.
Who is strong safety Kevin Smith?
No idea.
Okay, because he just landed in Oakland.
We'll get to that football in a minute. So, real quick though.
No, that's baseball.
That's baseball?
That's baseball.
Okay.
There is no more football in Oakland. You lose a bottle.
You know who I like the Blue Jays have is Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette, yes. Bo Bichette.
I love that dude.
Who's Boba Fett?
Nah, come on, man. He's Star Wars.
So,
although we should get a figure made like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, all
right. Yeah. So, but I mean, it's going to be interesting. I can't wait. I mean, I'm glad the CBA is done. I'm glad baseball's here. We'll get more into baseball as the season goes by. Real quick, Wildman, you have a baseball team?
I'm a Yankees fan, bro.
So we got two Yankees here.
Two Yankees.
Dodgers, Blue Jays, and the Oakland A's. Soon to be Las Vegas A's. I'm thinking.
Hey,
look, man. If we can't be a good team, we need to be somewhere where there's no state tax. Come on, Vegas, let's go.
It's somewhere you could drive to, right, Joe?
Yeah, man. I've never been to an Oakland A's game. It's about the same percentage chance that you'll catch me at a Vegas A's game.
Yeah, they might do something crazy and have the A's playing inside the Raiders Stadium like they did years ago. Oh, that was the Giants, right? The Giants and the Raiders way back in the day.
Man, that place Reliant Stadium.
No, they should the stadium.
No, it was the Raiders and the A's. They said
it's the A's. Oh yeah.
They shared that Coliseum out there and
right.
But all right. So let's get into some football. Just a little bit of baseball talk real quick, just because it's opening week. Football going on. All right, who wants to go first?
Let's see. Who had the latest news?
All right, so you go ahead. What's going on?
Julio Jones is no longer a Tennessee Titan, and as a realist, all he did was do his clown he did the year before he took money from us. So hey, I just want my boy SoCal was asking me prior we started, who do I want? I want a leader. I want a possession receiver to go with my deep threat. And we have Westbrook and Outlook. Chief, I want Pringle. I want another speedster who can come out. I want another speedster and a possession guy.
What flavor? Barbecue, sour cream, original.
Whatever flavor that cat was when he was wearing that red when he was with y'all. What is that? Salt? What is that? Salty? What's shoot? What flavor is that?
Yeah. So, all right. So, where do you think Julio Jones goes then? Do you think he goes somewhere? That's 4 receivers on the market right now.
I know this may sound funny, but I think the best place may be Chicago.
Chicago.
If I had take where does he fit as the type of receiver he is, he's probably better in Chicago.
I think Julio is going to go somewhere where they're ready to win.
We got to see.
KC.
I don't think we can afford him unless he gets a really, really, really cheap deal.
I don't think you might be able to get him on like a 1 year, $5 million if he wants to go win somewhere.
Somebody's gonna get him on a cheap deal.
He's made some money.
Well, especially last year being hurt all season, he's got to come back and prove something this year.
Yeah, because all I did was steal money from us. So.
Yeah, well, if he can go somewhere and catch 30 balls, catch some touchdowns, Julio wants to win.
Yeah, but I don't know if Julio now is the Julio from before.
No, of course he's not. No, of course he's not.
So I guess my question to all of you is for the Tennessee Titans is, do we wait for Austin Hooper, who's now said to be released on the 1st, to finally get somebody to really seriously replace Jonnu Smith as our starting tight end moving forward?
Yes.
Because he's the only one that makes sense.
Wait for him, give him some of that cash, and get you a starting tight end that can catch the ball.
I mean, to be real with you, Wallace, I'm not really too keen or too knowledgeable about every other team in the NFL. It's just my lane is the Miami Dolphins, so that's where I stay. And then,
I already told you I wanted Frank Wycheck Jr., but y'all had to go ahead and franchise tag him.
They, you know what I mean? But yeah. I mean, I pay attention a little bit because you guys are my buddies, and I pay attention to some of your guys' teams, but just a very little though, not a whole lot.
I think Jarvis Landry fits well in Tennessee.
Yeah,
my man.
So what I'm looking at right now, you got Geoff Swam, I guess.
Yeah, we just signed him to be our backup tight end.
Backup tight end. You got Ben Jones. You re-signed Ben Jones. You re-signed Harold Landry, and you agreed to a 1-year extension for Morgan Cox. Mm-hmm. So,
and then let's not also forget the running back that we just signed to.
Yeah, this is what I got so far on NFL.com.
I didn't even see a running back.
So
we got our scat back.
Let's get into this New York Giants. New York Giants. What's going on with the Giants?
Tyrod Taylor
making moves.
We might have got a real starter. I'm playing. We did get a quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, and he actually can push Daniel Jones. If for those people who want Daniel Jones to be starter, he will push him to be better. But if you ask me, Daniel Jones just doesn't make good decisions. Tyrod Taylor's been shown to be a steady quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be the reason you win, but he won't be the reason you lose.
Yeah.
And with Daniel Jones, he will be the reason you will lose with those turnovers. He's a turnover machine. I think he led the league in turnovers in like the past 2 years. That is something extreme.
Yeah, he led the league in trip over his own feet.
He did that too.
Yeah.
There goes his career right there. He fell on his face. Nobody even had to touch him.
My question to you, though, Big Money, is how do you think this new coaching staff is going to be able to develop him? Because it's always proven they can't. The old regime can't. But I'm wondering if the new regime can.
That's the thing. To develop somebody means you got to have potential. Mm-hmm. I don't see potential in him. Mm-hmm. I don't see his ceiling getting no higher. What was that say?
Everybody thinks that Tyrod Taylor is better than Jones at this point.
Boom. And then we also got some O-linemen. We got 2 O-linemen, I believe. And I believe one of them was one of the coaches before, so they know how to get some stuff out of them. Those could potentially be 2 starters right there.
Yeah,
replacing some linemen.
Yeah, you got John Blanco and Mark Feliciano and Mark Glowski, not Gronkowski, but another. So you signed him for 3 years, Glowski. So
we We think we signed back CJ Board, and we got the long snapper back, and we got Robert Foster. But I'm like, we don't even need more wide receivers. That's what put us in the holes buying all those wide receivers. We need something on defense, and we need something bad. And there's already been talking about trading away Bradbury, our best defensive back on the whole team. So if you trade him away, we got some serious holes we got to talk about on that defensive side.
Mm-hmm.
Got to do them contracts, get some space, and we got to do something. Because, like I said, at this point in time, we don't even have the space to sign our draft picks. So that's a real problem that's concerning me right now.
But at the same time, you guys got 2 starters on that offensive line, which helps Tyrod Taylor at this point.
Because Daniel Jones ain't going to be at some point.
I just don't think he's going to beat him out in training camp.
No, I wouldn't even pick up his option, his 5th-year option if I was the Giants. I wouldn't do it. He's not worth that much money.
We got a comment here that says Washington Commanders should be regulated to the exit, bro.
Right.
Well, you know,
we should have had him on here too.
We should have got him. Romero, we should have put you on here. You were busy.
Yeah. What I'm curious, what does Wildman think the Miami Dolphins need to do? Because obviously, I'm going to tell you guys right now, so you don't know, me and Wildman have a difference of opinion of what's going on right now with our organization, and I want the world to hear what this man has to say.
Well, you should start it by how you're happy with what we've done so far. So go ahead, kick that off.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. I think we spent $25 million on backups or second-tier players. You know, we haven't made a splash. We haven't signed a stud. We didn't address the right tackle or left tackle. I still don't think we have a starting running back. I don't think Chase Edmonds is an every down guy. He's not. And I would have rather kept Matt Collins and Preston Williams. We've done nothing on defense. I just don't think that we're a better team than we were, 3 days ago than we are now.
Okay. Here's my take. Miami Dolphins are going to be running a zone scheme run. So it's not going to be like it used to be. Where if you're looking for the Miami Dolphins that are Brian Flores, then you're looking at the wrong scheme, because this is not the scheme for that. So there's going to be a lot of I told you this, and I'm telling the rest of Dolphin Nation now. There's going to be a lot of misdirections. Going to be a lot of yard after carry. There's a lot of one way, Tua going one way, the receiver going the other way. There's going to be a lot of that. So you got to get guys that have a lot of yard after catch. That's what you're looking for when you're looking for a running back who can catch out of the backfield and your tight ends. Not only that, but people didn't realize we just got 2 monster fullbacks, something the Miami Dolphins haven't had in years. That tells you right there that they're going to be heavy in running and throwing to running backs coming out of the backfield. I don't believe the Miami Dolphins are done yet. Lyle Collins is a guy to keep your eye on, Miami. I'm not convinced that we need a left tackle. I'm convinced that we need a right tackle, and I think that's where our money needs to go. And I think it will when it's all said and done. We just signed the guard from the Cowboys, but Miami is saying through Cameron Wolf that they're not particularly going to place him as guard. He's going to mostly play tackle or center, or a combination of those 3 positions. So we'll see what they're going to do. I trust McDaniel only because, hey, I see what they did over there in San Francisco, and it seemed to work. He knows what he needs to build. He knows the kind of guys he wants. And Flo is out. And Flo's
SoCal, listen.
Go ahead.
Scheme sounds good, but you need the players to make that scheme work.
But today's day 1 of free agency, brother. Day 1. We still got the draft.
A lot of these guys are spoken for and wrapped up. Right now, there's 2 tackles left, 2 big-name tackles left. We came in with a lot of money to spend, dude, a lot of money to spend.
So you saying Eric Fisher is not a good tackle? You don't want him? He's out there. There's a lot of dudes out there.
What 2 tackles did you want coming in? We had the most money to spend.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about Lyle Collins before all of this.
No.
I think Tomlinson was one guard that I was looking at because everybody was looking at him.
Listen, that says something. I'm shocked that Tomlinson chose the Jets over Miami. I'm real surprised. Either McDaniels knows something we don't know and didn't want him here, or the Jets were offering a boatload more money than we were.
I don't know, but I think that McDaniels ended up getting the guy he wanted in the end. I mean, the guy was a stud and is a stud.
We had the worst offensive line in the history of football last year.
No, I get it. but you also are negating that we're going to pick up guys in the draft and we're picking up guys here in free agency. We're not done yet. You can't look at what's in the pot until you put all the ingredients in the pot and you start to cook. Once you dig a test of your taste, then you can say something.
My priority 1 was right tackle, left tackle. Priority 1A was running back. We still have nobody to get that 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 1. We don't have that guy on the team.
If the Miami Dolphins go and get Isaiah Spiller in the draft, then you got your 2 backs right there. Boom, done. Yeah, it's a done deal. We'll you got to just wait and see. I mean, I'm not going to jump off. I tell everybody, I'm not going to jump off the ship now. You know, the first day of the new league year, because everybody's, oh my God, the Bills got Von Miller. Okay, great. They got Von Miller, but guess what? We're not done either. You don't know who we're going to have. Let's wait and see what happens. People don't know. People don't know. Von Miller may not mesh well with the defense of guys over there. I'm not saying he isn't, but I'm just saying he may not. You don't know how it all works out. People have to blend. People have to create charisma together. You got to have energy together. And, at the end of the day, football is a brotherhood. And if you're not part of that brotherhood, it doesn't work. So
if you guys don't mind, can I interject here for a second just to kind of.
This is your show, not mine.
I understand where both of you guys are coming from. I would like to add one issue that you guys have that maybe you guys have discussed before, I'm sure. The only thing that makes me nervous about the coach, SoCal, is the fact that we've never seen him call plays before. Wildman, I understand that you want to see that big sexy hire, but you have to be patient. You can't just jump on the first guy. We all know what happens when everybody just starts buying. Look, Jacksonville's buying everybody. We know that's not going to work. That's not the way normally free agency works.
Well, the last few years it's worked that way. Look at Tampa Bay.
Not for Jacksonville. They did the same thing last year. They had the worst record in the league.
But the Rams in Tampa,
the Rams in Tampa had Super Bowl established quarterbacks. They had good rebuilt offensive lines already. You guys are kind of not in a rebuild, but you guys have to rebuild that structure of that offensive line first. You guys have to build, like SoCal said, he wants to build the culture moving forward. He's not buying a Super Bowl right now. I understand you want that sexy hire, but sometimes you can't just jump on a guy just because he's sexy.
Well, you know what I'm saying? But my thought pattern here.
I want an O-line, period.
Well, I do too. But I think
you can't just buy everybody.
I think with the Bills losing the last 2 years in the manners that they did, they're kind of in the spot where the Rams were this last year. They want to win now. And so they're going all in right now, just like the Rams did. The problem with that theory is if it doesn't work out for you again, now you have all these contracts and then guys are gonna leave.
There's a lot of 1-year deals. Dude, how loaded is the AFC right now?
Loaded.
Super loaded.
But when all these guys' contracts come back around, that's when you're going to see the Miami Dolphins doing that damn thing because that's how they're building it.
And we'll say one thing about the Buffalo Bills before you guys all anoint them as a great team.
I haven't.
They have a lot of adjustments to go through. They have a brand new offensive coordinator who I'm pretty sure wants to run his own offensive system with Josh Allen. And we all know every single time that happens, except for a very selective few quarterbacks, they start very slow. So don't be surprised if you see the Buffalo Bills come out and they're 3-4 and got to kind of rebuild to get to where everybody wants them to be.
And we don't know what Josh Allen's going to look like without Brian Daboll because
that's my point.
Before Brian Daboll came, he didn't look so hot. So I'm curious on what he's going to look like after Brian Daboll.
The AFC is a logjam. It's loaded. Absolutely loaded.
I totally agree with you. But there's a lot of variables there. I think the guys and I were talking last week on Sunday about what the Chargers are doing. So what the Chargers are doing looks great on paper, but
I think the Chargers are loaded.
But these two guys, Khalil Mack and Bosa.
Yeah,
both are injury-prone players. They take a long time out of games from injuries. Khalil Mack is one guy that has a huge foot problem with his toes. I watched a series where he talked about it. He sometimes
he does, dude. But Khalil Mack's a beast.
No doubt, but
what kind of beast?
I agree.
Like beast from X-Men or beast like you get the little toy out the 25-50 cent machine beast? Because I don't know what kind of beast you're talking about when you're talking about Khalil Mack.
Like if
I got a whole podcast on why that dude's overrated.
Knock us all over, beast.
Dude, I could take that dude.
Beast.
Straight up, I could take Khalil Mack. He might. No, I'm not even on front. If he comes at me 10 times, I'm getting him at least 3. On my mama.
Would scream so loud, all our screens would.
Dude, I've been hit harder, and I've seen other people been hit hard. On my mama. He might get me 6 or 7 times, but he ain't getting me all 10. He ain't like that.
Here's 2 wallets getting hit by.
Oh, I'll take that hit. Look, to prove y'all wrong, Khalil Mack, I've never played offensive line in my life, but I understand the skill set. Get me one-on-one versus you. You ain't getting me all 10 times to the beanbag behind me on my mama.
2 wallets, your mom's gonna be crying right now because you're gonna get murdered.
Yeah, we got a green light already.
You get a green light. Hey, Khalil Mack's gonna murk you
shortly.
Hey, I played O-line, and I'm telling you right now, Khalil Mack will murk me.
Yeah, so did I. I played
10 times out of 10. He would destroy me 10 times out of 10. And it ain't because he's bigger than me or better than me. It's because that's just a bad man, bro. It just can't. That's just a bad man. If he's healthy, yeah, you got to watch out. But my thing is, I don't think he's healthy enough, especially at his age now.
Okay, now me saying that, this is where I see the benefit for Khalil Mack in LA. The simple fact that now Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack don't have to worry about double teams anymore. Now they can play off of each other. It'll be less pressure for both of them to have as the pass rusher on the team.
Over under, Khalil Mack plays 10 games.
I'm under.
Over. They're going to use them situational as they need them. I think over.
Two overs, 2 unders. I'm going to say under as well.
I think under. I think Khalil Mack plays a total of like 7 games. Total. Full games.
What do you mean
I'm putting it on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into we talked about the Titans, we talked about the Giants, we talked about the Dolphins.
What about the Chiefs?
Let's talk about the Chiefs real quick.
Who will not win the division this year?
Ooh. Did you want to put a green light on that?
I want a green light on that.
I put 10 cases on it.
I put like 10 cases on one, then I put another 3 cases on the fact that the LA Chargers would finish.
Oh yeah, we got
third
that tally up already.
Yeah, and then so the Chiefs re-signed the greatest backup quarterback of all time, Chad Henne. Okay, they franchise tag. Yeah, they franchise tagged Orlando Brown. The biggest thing they did was they restructured and they freed up $36 million in incentives for with Frank Clark's new deal, and they signed Justin Reed. So bye Tyrann Mathieu. So I'm waiting for them to A, get a receiver, and B, call Mr. Pretty Boy over there that just got married. I know he's probably on his honeymoon, and restructure his contract, please, because we're not gonna do anything this year with just getting Justin Reed. I know you, and okay, I'm not a big Frank Clark fan anyways because he disappeared throughout the rest through the year until we got old boy from Pittsburgh. Once we got Melvin Ingram, then he started coming in and coming out and finally doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that they do something because I do. I mean, look, the Chargers scare me. I know you guys don't like, but they got
Chargers are going to be nasty. They're going to be nasty.
JC Jack. Besides Khalil Mack, and we just talked about how we feel about Khalil Mack. JC Jackson, they signed him, so they're everybody
they got the best corners in football right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
JC Jackson.
But who's their other corner? Exactly. That's my point. You don't know. You guys don't know. That's
well, let me ask you a question. If the pass rush gets there fast enough, do you need somebody great, or do you just need somebody who's smart enough to catch the pass from the pass rush?
I guess
that's usually what good safeties are for. Oh wait, they have one.
But they scare me because they re-signed Mike Williams. And they said, I know you don't like but the defense scared because everybody in the defense in the West, you see what they're doing. They're reloading their defense so they can go after the king of the West. Okay, even Denver's getting into that whole into their defense. They with with stealing, and I'm going to say stealing, Randy Gregory from the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
big theft.
Okay, big steal. I mean, they pulled the robbery. Hello, and I mean, yeah, I know they got Russell Wilson, and we all talked about that last week, but everybody's refilling their defense. I personally think that the three teams in the West are getting better, and the Chiefs haven't done anything.
The Miami Dolphins have just signed Raheem Mostert. So there's
running back.
There's your running back. There's your running back.
That Mossop is a good running back.
Raheem Mostert signs a 1-year deal, $3 million with the Miami Dolphins.
All right, now he knows the system. He knows the blocking scheme. He's going to be a good plug and play.
That's Adam Schefter blue check. So
yeah. blue check. Big boy blue check.
We got the blue check going.
Blue check.
Romero says Randy Gregory is a.k.a. Benedict Arnold.
I'm curious on Wildman. How you feel about that, Wildman? After we didn't have a running game.
I wanted him here. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
So now that this is my thing. Let's go, Miami. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about.
So you no longer want Marion back?
People are rushing to judgment with McDaniel and Chris Greer when Chris Greer is sitting back there cooking for
relax.
Hey, let's go. Let's get
who's gonna block for him now?
Yeah,
hey,
seriously.
Don't worry, they're getting that too. Don't worry, they're getting that too.
Yeah.
It was reported 1 hour ago that Miami was in trade talks with the Cowboys for Lil Mac or for Lyle Collins.
That's the move I want because him and Williams have played together. That's the move that I want.
That was a 1 hour ago story.
All right.
So that's the one to look at because we need a right tackle more than we need a left
tackle. I know,
tackle.
but honestly, all said and done, all the things we've been talking about, how far are we away from teams like San Diego and KC and Buffalo? We are light years still, even with all these signings.
I don't know. It just, again, I think, yes, the AFC's loaded. I'm not going to say we're going to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I'm going to say that as this team builds and comes together and as McDaniels gets his pieces, I think things in Miami are going to be good. I mean, if we could get to the playoffs and win a playoff game, I think the fan base will be a little bit more chill and willing to wait than, not going to the playoffs. I mean, that's what Dolphin fans are looking for, a playoff win right now. That's something that's eluded us for 20 years.
Well, before you get a playoff win, you got to get in the dance before you can become the king of the dance.
No doubt. But I think the Miami Dolphins, obviously the Bills are going to be who we have to hurdle, which is going to be the fight of our division.
This year is all about one thing.
Figure out I don't know.
Figure out if Tua was the guy or not. That's all it's about.
I get it.
Yeah.
But anyways, sorry guys. Sorry to disturb you guys away from the Chief talk.
That's all right. I got another question right here. What the hell are the Cowboys doing?
Giving the Dolphins all their players.
No. You know what the Cowboys are doing? They're thinking addition by subtraction. The Dallas Cowboys right now are thinking, well, we're still better than the Eagles. We're still better than the Giants. And we're still better than the Commies. So they feel that they're still better than all that, losing all this. And we all know what he likes to do. Jerry Jones loves to build through the draft. He's not a heavy free agency side or a heavy free agency person, or unless it's a guarantee. I'm not going to knock Jerry Jones because just what I've seen from him until after the draft.
Yeah.
They obviously need to draft for need and not for talent, so it's going to get kind of sticky. That means that they're probably going to have to trade down a couple of times. They're going to acquire more draft picks. It's going to be interesting for Dallas because they're going against the grain of what everybody's doing right now, which is trading away their picks.
Yeah.
But the Cowboys got a good scouting department. They know where to find some gems.
That's Jerry Jones. That's one thing we can't give him credit. He knows how to draft, especially late rounds. Him and New England.
So the team that I think is quietly making moves also besides the Jacksonville Jaguars is the Detroit Lions. I mean, if you look, they just signed DJ Clark to a 1-year deal. They re-signed their wide receivers, so they got some. I know they don't got a quarterback. I know they don't got a quarterback. but they're re-signing a lot of their. They're not going heavy in free agency as far as like, hey, we're gonna sign people off the street or off other teams. They're actually re-signing within, and they're taking that step to say we're gonna start developing the pieces we have in here. Mm-hmm. So, kind of like what Miami did. Miami was doing. They are developing
over here.
Yeah, what I'm saying? So, but
yeah. I like what the Lions are doing, actually. I mean, yeah, they're being quiet about it. I don't know what they're going to do in their division.
The Lions are going to rebuild through the draft because they're semi-rebuilding. So
I see a lot of teams that are going to start building in through the draft. There's a lot of good players this year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about where some of these quarterbacks are going to end up between Baker and Watson and Matt Ryan.
Well, that leads me to my next question. Romero was asking, where does Watson end up?
I think he ends up in ATL. That's where I think he goes. And there's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that are connected to him if he goes there.
It's like he could go there, but are they really contending for anything right now?
I don't think so.
I don't think they're contending right now, but I think if they sign him, you're going to see a lot of players signing there and wanting to be there with him.
Dude, there's not as many players left as you think.
I think if you go check the free agency boards, there's a crap load of people still.
For an example, if I'm not mistaken, Dominic is still 70-something on that list. There's a lot of people to be purchased.
There's a lot of dudes left. And a lot of people don't realize like there was a center released. I forget what team it was. People were like, they let that guy go? And this is like the number one center, one of the number one centers in the league. And he was released. I mean, there's a lot of guys that our numbers are very high that a lot of people don't realize.
Watson's going to cost a lot of money.
Thank you, Big Chief. I was actually going to mention that. I know this might sound funny, but Matt Ryan in Indianapolis or Houston, I think is actually very interesting.
I think Indianapolis would be a perfect spot for him because he already has a running game for himself.
Yeah, all they need is a tight end, and because their tight end retired, so if they get a tight end in Indianapolis, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Atlanta got the best kicker in the Golden Boot.
Can you imagine all that money spent for that guy?
But cool, 5 years, $24 million. Now you're gonna say, "Hey, it's the dude from
Baltimore.
Bringing Wildman when
Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the NFL without a shadow of a doubt."
But they just signed the Golden Boot for $24.25 million.
Yeah, I know. All he did was set the market for kickers. It doesn't make him the best.
And $11.5 million guaranteed.
How long is that contract?
It is 5 years.
Okay, well, Big Chief, let me ask you that and saying this. One of the top 5 wide receivers by payday is Christian Kirk from Arizona. Do you really believe that he's a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL, or he just got that paycheck from that good?
No, believe it, on my list that I put him as a top 5 or top 7 wide receiver.
It just goes by what free agents become free agents when. It's new money. That's it.
Yep.
Or who your agent is at that time.
Yeah, no.
I think he called LeBron's guy.
But yeah, I honestly think, hey, if you want to, I mean, Carolina, they signed their kicker too. Obviously, it's not that big, but hey, maybe the fact that with our offense, we're going to kick a lot of field goals, and maybe we'll win it. We're going to steal a couple games or two with them. So, I mean, they also re-signed or give an extension to their offensive tackle. So Jake Matthews is no longer going to be available for a couple years, which is another guy that I thought would go to a good team, like a Dolphins, like the Chiefs, like maybe even somewhere that needed a, maybe like a Cowboys if they get rid of Collins, somewhere where they would use good offensive linemen. But
while we're speaking on good offensive linemen, congratulate the Giants. They got 2 starters.
I don't even know why they're doing that.
On a bargain.
Bargain.
I just reading that Melvin Gordon may end up with the Chargers. That would just be.
That sounds familiar.
Man.
Gordon's
Again?
Yeah. I don't know.
He's going to go back to the Chargers?
It didn't say he did yet, but it's being discussed.
Wait, is this the same site you saw about
third
the
down?
No, hey, don't you break my balls on air now again, guy.
No more. Wait, you started. Yo, as soon as he mentioned baseball, you were Googling, and you looked up and you said, "Yeah, well, I don't know about the new no bunting rule."
We bring that up again?
Come on.
Hey, but I did see it though. I mean, it's not like I didn't see it. It's not like I was giving false information just coming out of the top of my head.
They would never cancel that. Okay.
It was actually there. It was actually talked about. So
if
and there's multiple stories.
Listen, if Deshaun Watson goes to Cleveland, they're going to be insane.
Well,
insanely terrible. They're Cleveland.
They're going to be.
More power
they
to
are going to be nasty.
More power to Deshaun Watson in Cleveland or wherever he goes, but he's not a Dolphin, and that's all I care about.
He better not go to Cleveland.
He will be scary.
Cleveland.
He will be scary.
Yeah, he'd be scared in Cleveland because he'll get death threats too, just like Baker did.
I can't, but listen, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm a Tua fan, but being a Tennessee fan and having Tannehill as your quarterback, looking up at Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Oh, my God. I hope you enjoyed those playoffs because I don't know if I see them coming for a bit.
Dang.
That defense they got, I can see them making another bid for the playoffs.
With that running back.
Tennessee's going to the playoffs. And Ryan Tannehill will play great in the regular season. The question is, will he show up in the playoffs? That is the question.
No. Unfortunately, you rode Henry as long as you could ride him. I think that's it.
Because he had his first injury?
No, I love him. I love him.
The defenses are loading up now in that conference for him. And
the defenses have been good in that division. He's still running over.
Not like they are now, bro. Not like they are
Jacksonville did this last year.
That's Jacksonville.
This ain't new.
Loaded.
But don't forget about Foreman. Actually, Foreman's still there?
Foreman's
free. Oh, no. Foreman just signed with Carolina on a 2-year deal.
Oh, did he?
And if you guys want to know, I'll let you know why.
And he's going to be their starting running back probably.
No.
He has potential for it.
Look, there's a reason why he signed a 2-year deal, a $2 million deal, as opposed to a $12 million deal. He came in to spell out a great running back. He's not a great running back. There's a difference.
I don't know. He ain't great. He ain't great. He's just a starter.
I don't know if he's a starter.
I
think he's a 2 and a 1-2 punt. I mean, I think he's one of the good guys. I don't
let's see
him as an all everyday down. Well, I mean, he didn't do it the last 2 years, so let's see if he can do it this year.
Yeah.
He didn't do it for the Houston Texans 2 years ago, and he didn't do it for the Tennessee Titans last year, so let's see.
Well, we'll see. I thought that guy looked beast against the Dolphins, that's for sure.
Yeah, and he was also beast against New England, and 2 fumbles and 0 lost.
Yeah.
That's going to become an issue in that division playing in the South.
Yeah.
Playing against that Saints defense, playing against that Tampa defense.
I like this guy. As soon as he's off your team, garbage. Garbage.
I'm keeping it real.
Hey,
like
I love Landry.
I love Landry too.
Love Landry.
I love. What did I say before he came on? I love leaders in the locker room. I want a possession receiver something that'll complement my deep threat in AJ Brown.
All right. So what do you think about Tannehill? You like him?
I think Tannehill's only been good during the season and not during the postseason. The only games where he wins playoff games is where he throws for less than 100 yards. Yeah, I need regular season Tannehill, not postseason Tannehill. Matter of fact, let me take that back. Can he act like Joe Flacco in the playoffs?
You don't need Tannehill, period.
Watson's getting a happy ending, apparently.
If my organization is going to stick with him, when I believe that we should have moved off him.
Oh, you're stuck.
Right, we're stuck.
Tannehill
we lost out to Russell Wilson because that's the only guy I wanted, and I wanted Teddy Bridgewater. I'm not even going to front. I've been screaming for Teddy Bridgewater for 6 years to go to Tennessee.
They're pretty similar. Ryan and Teddy are pretty similar.
No. Let's put it this way. Every time you've seen Teddy Bridgewater sit in one place for longer than 2 years to get to know the playbook, The dude has a winning record at that destination. When you see him, oh yeah, let's throw Teddy into a new offense and see what he can do. Yeah. He doesn't do well. He's a smart person. He's not a super athletic person. He's Chad Henne on steroids. I'm sorry, he's Chad Pennington on steroids.
He's going to be a great backup quarterback for Tua. That's what he's going to be.
Who said that he's going to be the backup for Tua?
He's going to be the backup. Miami already said he's not. I don't know if you read this.
I'm just saying, what if Tua gets hurt?
Can't. Well, I didn't. Well, he's not going to get hurt in training camp, I don't believe.
I mean, they play what if in Marvel. Can we play what if in the NFL?
I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to. But he was told coming into Miami that he was going to be the backup, and there's not going to be a competition. So
right.
And Teddy said, "Yeah, okay, I'll do that."
Yeah, that's not a problem. We all get that. I'm just saying, what if Tua gets hurt? Yeah. That's my question.
Well, I'm not putting that out in the atmosphere because I don't want that to happen.
Hey, I know you don't want that to happen, but would you be happy with Teddy Bridgewater moving forward in the next 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years?
Are you? I'm not.
We've seen Teddy Bridgewater successful in the playoffs.
Talking about that.
We've seen Teddy Bridgewater when comfortable. And look, he's back home.
Would I rather have
Louisville? He's from that south. He's
rather have Teddy.
What did Teddy Bridgewater do last year? Because the last I remember, he didn't win any games last year, or he won very few.
Teddy's a good backup quarterback.
He's a backup quarterback. He is not a starter. And I don't care what you say, Big Wallace.
Close. He's real close.
He's not a starter. He's a backup.
Straight up close.
All right. I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
Tyreek Hill getting the contract extension.
I sent you the post. They're already doing it. They're trying to.
$20 million per year. Could you get it? I mean, I'm hoping they sign him soon. I hope,
My wife just came on and said that she loves my shirt and hat combination.
No.
So,
she said you look like a kaleidoscope.
Daniel knows the truth.
He's laughing. Sorry.
So,
you guys should go on a date holding hands right now, Joe.
Yes, right.
Man,
Sonia would love it.
Shoot.
I like that shirt though.
I think Wildman wants that shirt too.
Wait, I just zoomed in on it. I'm not sure about that at all. I'm zooming in and I'm seeing POW. I'm on my phone. Yeah, it looks like a jacket.
It's long sleeve. It's comfy.
Let's not question his wardrobe because he's got some doozies in his closet.
Man, I'm wild, man. You the wild man, but I'm wild, man.
Yeah, I didn't know you had to dress up for Coastal Bros, so I'm gonna check that for next week.
Yeah, wild man, you just gotta come on and be wild man.
Yeah.
We got the 2 people with wild beards. Daniel's gonna change his hair again in about a month. I'm gonna stay with the funny hats and then the shirts. And wild man, just be wild.
Yo, have you realized how thick and how much hair that SoCal has? It's unbelievable.
Yes.
On top of his head.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He's got more hair than me.
It's crazy.
Hey, why are you wearing that Bill Cosby sweater?
That's funny.
Wait, who's wearing a Cosby sweater?
That's two over there. Or they're wearing a Bill Cosby sweater. Okay.
JT.
First of all, I don't see anything about Jello pudding on my shirt. Okay.
But if you had Jello, it would be all right.
You ate it.
Yeah.
It's because you dropped it. It's a stain right there on your shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. This is a brand new shirt. There ain't no stains, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Just pow. You know what I mean?
Did we run out of topics already?
No. We just got stuck on the shirt.
We got about 5 minutes to go before we.
SoCal, you would look crazy in that shirt, dude. I'd like to see you wear it.
You wouldn't catch me dead in that sweater.
I'm buying you one now.
I ain't gonna wear it. It's gonna sit in the closet forever.
You wouldn't wear it?
Yo, Dad, you guys know that SoCal wears flip flops.
Yeah.
At all times.
No,
yeah, we all do.
No, I wear slides. I wear slides.
Yeah, we wear slides.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. You're not in Southern California where it's warm.
That's terrible.
95% of the time.
I got a pair of slides too.
We in Cali, baby. We in Cali. That's how we do.
They're in Florida. We're in Cali. So you're the only one in cold weather right now, Wild Man.
Yeah, they in Florida wearing umbrellas. We wear slide-ins.
Yeah. All right. We got about 5 minutes to get. Let's go with your final thoughts. We'll start off with the Wild Man. What you looking forward to this week? Or what's going on?
All right. So I want the Dolphins to sign some tackles. That's it. I guess I wanted a big name receiver, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to watch free agency, and that's it. I don't think we're going to make any huge splashes. That's it.
Big boy.
My Yankees got to do something about this bullpen. There's been a glaring problem for years. And for whatever reason, they refuse to address this problem. I'm looking for the day that somebody gets smart and say, you know what? We need some better pitchers. It's like you keep going to the gym and working out, but you keep skipping leg day. Big up top, weak in the knees. We ain't running nowhere with this. I'm looking for the day that somebody be like, hey, it's bullpen time. Forget everything else. We got everything else. Let's go get something we don't got. Go ahead, SoCal. I want to bring it back to you.
Hey, on behalf of the Wild Man and SoCal, I want to thank the Coastal Bros for having us on tonight. It was great just chopping it up with you guys about free agency and baseball and, just shooting the shit in general. If you don't know, Wild Man and myself have a Dolfan Show called the Dolfan Show. Come check us out here on Sports Daddy TV. We also have a channel on YouTube or on Twitter. It's at the Dolfan Show. Wild Man, why don't you tell them what your Twitter handle is so they can find you?
I don't even know it. Okay, so
it's at wildman_FinFan. It's right there, scrolling down at the bottom.
Go find the Wild Man. He's a great follow. Every once in a while, he'll come up and start, bothering me about stuff, and we'll get into it a little bit on Twitter. But we try to save all that for our show. So come check out the show. That's really all I got, man. Waiting for the Miami Dolphins to do some more stuff. I think they got some stuff in the mix. And that's a great picture. I made that.
Yo, there I am, bro. WWE front row.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to also, everybody that doesn't know that's watching the show right now, we are going to have a Sports Daddy TV wrestling show. And we are going to have from the Big O show, Sean Staley on the show. So big up to Sean. Hey, Sean, if you're watching, can't wait to have you on that show. I think we're doing it the first week of WrestleMania, correct?
WrestleMania week.
So
WrestleMania week. WrestleMania Wednesday, I'm going to call it.
All right, wait. So I got to jump in one more time real quick because SoCal plugged this for 5 minutes. So you know that whole thing with Sami Zayn's phone number being given out by Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah.
Dude, I FaceTimed him and he answered.
Yeah.
I was I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. It was awesome.
See what happens when you guys tell Wild Man to get wild?
Sorry. Yeah, dude. Yo, just go back on that. But I was FaceTiming Sammy and he picked up and he's like, yo, dude, stop FaceTiming me. I'm like, yo, what's up, Sammy? So here, all right, I'm going to finish the show with Sami Zayn. You guys continue. Go ahead.
There it is right there. There it is right there if you guys want to see.
Yeah.
Right there. So, all right, 2 wallets as you're flashing your phone. What are you looking at? This is why I love the
Wild Man. The Wild Man has all the characters. I'm telling you, Wild Man is priceless, dude.
Man, I can't even. All right. Other than the Oakland A's mortgaging everything off, which I'm kind of used to at this point, let me just say this. Wild Man, welcome, man. Welcome, man. It was nice to meet you officially, man.
You too, bro. Good luck with Tannehill.
Hey, low key though, Wild Man, you do look like Sami Zayn right now.
And what I'm looking forward to, I hope all 4 of you guys finished your bracket for the NCAA. I finished mine, and I don't know who your favorite is, but Big Chief, I think I sent it to you. When Providence and Kentucky go in, it's going to be a great day. I can't wait to see that game. Providence versus Kentucky for it all. Both of them teams are going to be in my Final Four. It doesn't even matter the other two.
Villanova's cutting down the nets.
Oh, with that skinny kid from man, he good. I ain't even going front.
Connor Gillespie, he could ball. That kid could ball.
Yeah, that did a good play.
Kentucky's dangerous too.
Yeah, that's
so my final thoughts, real quick. I'm looking, like I said, looking forward for baseball season. I'm also looking for get in your brackets. Go to the ESPN Fantasy app. Search Sports Daddy TV. Just go on the Sports Daddy TV Facebook page. We have the link right there. Everybody gets there. We're going to have a little fun NCAA style brackets. Other than that, I mean, hey, I want to thank everybody for coming on to this show. It was great, fun. You know, we had a lot of topics. Hope everybody was able to follow along. Also, don't forget, we all Big Boy. We need to get you a Twitter.
I'm still working on how to even make one of
because
those.
we got you can follow me at Big Chief Daddy 75. You can follow at Joey Two Wallets. Like I said, at Dolfan Show, at Wildman_FinFan. You could follow all of us at Sports Daddy TV on Twitter as well. Check us out. We're looking forward to the Friday show with the Dolfan Show. But all right, guys. Well, for all the crew, you guys have a great day. We shall talk to you guys later.
Yes, sir.
You know,